Hi, I'm Jess.
Hi, I'm Millie
from Official London Theatre.
And this is the West End Roundup.
Coming up this episode,
we chat to Joe Sugg about his first week in Waitress.
We get a first look at the Juliet costumes.
And Regents Park Open Air Theatre announce their 2020 season.
And more.
But first, hot and fresh news!
Valentine's Day is looking a lot prettier as Pretty Woman has announced that it's coming to the West End after its Broadway run. The show's book is written by Gary Marshall and the film's original screenwriter, J.F. Lawton, and it features some original music from Grammy Award-winning Bryan Adams and Jim Vallance. Tickets go on sale on Official London Theatre today, so make sure you get your tickets for the best night out with your Valentine, Galentine, or Broentine?
Regents Park Open Air Theatre have already announced their upcoming season for summer 2020, and it's looking pretty good. They're kicking off with 101 Dalmatians from mid-May.
I'm really excited about that one. I can't wait to see 101 Dalmatians on stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's going to be 101 Dalmatians on stage.
Oh.
I think it might be puppets.
Puppiettes.
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 The show is directed by the artistic director Timothy Sheeder. The book is by Zinni Harris, and the music and lyrics are from Douglas Hodge. Romeo and Julia is next up from the 27th of June to the 25th of July. Concluding the summer season will be the Rodgers and Hammerstein's much-loved musical Carousel. The show is also directed by Timothy Sheeder, and it will see him reunite with choreographer and Olivier nominee Drew McConey. And finally, Dragons and Mythical Beasts will be on from the 11th of August until the 6th of September.
This week we were invited back to our favourite diner to talk to Joe Sugg about all things pies, how rehearsals have been, and he even gave us some exclusive impressions of the cast.
Should we take a watch?
Let's do it.
How's it been being a Waitress?
So good. I've enjoyed every second of it. It's been a lot of hard work, a real intense 2 weeks of constant rehearsals and getting into the character and that kind of thing. But I love it. Everyone here is so supportive, so lovely. I'm very, very lucky.
Fab. And we've seen you kind of vlogging some rehearsals, and obviously you haven't been rehearsing with Laura in those.
Yeah.
When did you first kind of get into rehearsals with her?
So the first time I got into rehearsal, we actually had a photo shoot together for the first time. And I was in my Ogie costume. She turned up as Dawn, and we had this little photo shoot, which is weird because you're sort of straight into a photo shoot of like in marriage outfits and stuff, which is it's unusual for me. But no, it's been amazing. She's so good at what she does. She's been so supportive and helped with little bits here and there. So it's been great.
We've also seen that you're quite good at impressions. Are you able to do any impressions of anyone in Waitress?
Oh, in Waitress. Who would you like one of? I could see if I could just do it on the spot. If you.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's try Jenna.
Oh, I think the hardest one. I'll start singing ooh. I can't remember what she says. I don't want no baby Earl.
Yeah, nice.
That's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Is that a spoiler? I don't know. If it is, sorry.
No. everyone, I think everyone knows it's fine. Okay, what about Earl?
Girl, it's been hot all morning. Ting. Spoon on the thing.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Old Joe?
Did I say anything about potatoes?
Nice. That you've done that one before, haven't you? If you were a pie, what would you be?
I would be a cinnamon pie. Apple and cinnamon.
Nice.
I don't know. I really like cinnamon. I just go cinnamon.
Quite classic.
Because it's getting close to we're on the cusp now of going into winter, sort of. So I'll go for a nice wintry cinnamon pie.
So obviously this is kind of the first time you've been in the West End.
Yes.
What have been your main challenges?
Main challenges have been going into something. I always compare it to like it feels like I'm the new kid at school. So you've just started your first day at a new school, and they said do an assembly in front of all your new school friends and in front of thousands of people. Which growing up at school was always terrifying. So yeah, that's been a challenge of sort of trying to keep up with everyone else that are obviously so like they've been doing it for so long and they're so talented. So trying to keep up with that and sort of keep up with those guys that's a bit of a challenge. But I'm fitting in. I'm getting there.
Yeah, fabulous. Is there any kind of bits in the show that you really enjoy doing the most?
I love. Any point where it gets a laugh from the audience, that is like gold dust. So every time you get a laugh, you think, right, okay, I'm doing something right, because I'm getting people to laugh, which is great. I also love doing like the singing as well, the whole singing parts, like both my musical numbers. I really enjoy. Just all of it. There's not a single bit that I dislike.
We've also got a video of his journey from YouTuber to Strictly Star to now being on stage at the West End, which is also on our channel. So if you want to go and take a watch, we'll pop the link in the description. Not only has it been a big week for Joe starting in Waitress, it's also been a big week for Juliet, who opened in Manchester. And alongside that, they also posted some photos of their new costumes.
Yeah, the costumes were designed by Paloma Young, and they look very kind of Shakespearean.
Got that Shakespeare vibe with like a little modern twist.
Yeah, Shakespearean leisure chic. We interviewed the cast of Juliet a few weeks back, so you can take a look at our Old West End roundup in the links below.
That's all we've got time for this week, but for more exclusive news and interviews, make sure you subscribe to Official London Theatre.
And if you like the video, give it a like. We'll see you next week.